money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins. I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid. 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good.
On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they pour on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, Hit Boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble
all in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with your leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You know pretend, living a lie. You know be gang. You know what's up?
Crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gon' stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Tema, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rollie, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us.
On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Going to throw right side here, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They begin with a run by Smith. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. Some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Allen going to throw. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. They'll go up the middle with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
1st down, here's White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to, we had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays, his numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They run straight ahead here with White. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And award that sack to Boogie Basham. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead on a final play and a half. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A run to begin the second half with Wright. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On second down, they'll run with White. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Allen. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Inside handoff, Smith. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run 4 with Smith. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Allen now looks to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 48 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught. Smith. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Running out of the gun with White. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They stay on the ground with White. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a give up the middle, and it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Smith up the middle. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. 20! They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 82 yards. The kick by Bass is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got room. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 31-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now a give to White. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Bills, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.